Sorry, this is a special, like, important part that we had to have a guest, like, welcome Matthew here. And
Hello.
yeah, I think a lot of people already done their tribute videos, and I'm not sure we can say anything that hasn't been said before, but we'll try because he deserves that much. There's actually so much we can talk about him, like, besides Dragon Ball, but I have a feeling now, except for Therese, he played Chrono Trigger, I'm guessing. Yeah,
Yes.
I plan to actually play that soon next week to honor him.
Okay. I'll definitely join in for that. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Jimmy has a Twitch stream. Yeah, Chrono Trigger is. I mean, let's just talk about Dragon Ball because it's
For now, yeah.
probably. And then we'll
Look, I
get
think
to
most of
Chrono
us were
Trigger.
born in the
But,
90s when we watched it when it came on Cheese TV, I'm guessing. Is that
well,
a safe
Oh
assumption?
yeah,
80s,
Cheese TV.
80s baby boy, 90s kid. So, yeah,
Yep.
for anyone that was in Australia, mornings was if it wasn't with Agar's Current Connection, which was on Channel 7, you're watching Cheese TV, which was on Channel 10, and it was Dragon Ball Z. Dragon
Pokemon
Ball
was
Z with the
on there
same song.
too.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's correct.
Yeah.
Pokemon. I think it was like
With that.
it was such a like routine for at least for me in the mornings. You know, like you woke up, put Cheese TV on, brush your teeth and stuff, watch Dragon Ball, then you went to school. It was like a morning thing. I think it was on just weekdays, not weekends, but
And it was actually
like you
lucky it
sort
was
of
on at
followed.
7:30 because if you had to watch at 8:30, you would have less than 30 minutes to get to school. Unless you
Yeah.
actually were right close to school. So I think it was on 7:30, so I was like, yep, just on time and run to school without having to worry about that. But yeah, look,
Pretty
the
much.
funny thing is that, we all of us watched in the wrong order. We saw Dragon Ball Z first, then Wait, did anyone actually watch the original Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I did.
I
I
just
watched
read the
it.
manga, so that actually counts. You know
I
what? You
don't.
didn't watch the original Dragon Ball, Andrew?
Yes, I watched Dragon Ball Z.
The,
Most of
the
the
original when Goku was a kid, like, and not GT,
I watched
obviously.
Goku. I watched a movie one. The
Okay,
the
the one that
Goku
we
when
told
the
the
kid.
story. Yeah.
You know the one when he's a kid and Bulma's like a teenager, and they have
Yes.
to find the Dragon Balls, and I think
Yeah.
it's when like they're competing against, is it Emperor Pilaf or Pilaf? That
Yeah.
short sort of guy who always has the larrikins who like there's like
He
he
looks
has
like
like
a bit like
he has
Garlic
like two
Jr., but more
bodyguards.
green.
He has like
Yeah.
two
I just
bodyguards.
think
One's like a
if you didn't watch
dog or
Dragon Ball
something.
Super Dragon Ball, they won't know it. They have to actually see one of those two because he does not appear in Dragon Ball Z at all. He appears to be in Dragon Ball GT, but less said about that, the better.
Oh yeah, that was a monstrosity. I mean, like Goku Black and stuff was kind of cool.
That's Dragon Ball
Oh,
Super.
who was the bad guy in that? It was
Baby was the cool
Baby,
dude. Yeah.
Baby Goku or whatever it was. Yeah,
Maybe.
but no, I actually really enjoyed the Dragon Ball. I think when you look at it from like a sort of like a zoomed out perspective, like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, Dragon Ball Z is a sequel series, but I think they have very different like I suppose you would say like viewer markets. Like I think Dragon Ball was kind of like more definitely like a kid show. Like there was violence and stuff like that, but it was kind of sort of G-rated. And then I guess like as they finished it, they moved on to Dragon Ball Z, and then all those kids who were watching Dragon Ball were like teenagers at that point. So
Okay, I
then
have to
they
ask.
followed
You watched
along
the
with the
censored
series.
version of Dragon Ball, didn't you? There's no way you saw the uncensored version and we say that's for kids.
No, Dragon Ball
Yeah.
itself.
Dragon Ball, the uncensored version, was definitely more for teenagers at the very least.
Oh, I don't know if I saw the uncensored one. Like whatever
You
was
actually
on
see,
TV,
you
but
see Bulma's boobs. That's one example.
oh, okay,
And
wow.
the very
That's
first thing you actually, when Master Roshi appears, they're like, I want to see Bulma's underwear in exchange for Dragon Balls, for the Dragon Ball he had.
Oh, I don't know that.
And he actually taught Goku to read by porno magazines. That's literally how Master Roshi taught that.
Why
You
does it
could
sound
definitely
like
never do that now.
Why does it sound like Kakashi from Naruto, like reading the little porn,
Yeah.
like
Well, remember
the porn
Kakashi back?
manga?
Yeah.
Yes. That's it. So the uncensored version of Dragon
Influences be
Ball was,
influences.
not to mention Goku would touch people's privates to see if they were a boy or girl because he couldn't tell the difference.
Oh.
That was one of the recurring jokes as well.
Yeah,
this-
well, Goku's like innocent as hell.
Yeah,
So,
but I say this is
yeah,
not
Yeah,
he
he wasn't.
rated.
He wasn't.
I would
He was
not-
only like
Yeah.
10.
If you the censored version will probably censor all of
Yeah,
that
even
out.
even when he's a freaking adult, you kind of question how that all that happened. It's like,
Well, I mean, he was raised pretty odd. Like
yeah,
You know,
well,
like, he
let's
wasn't
not say
really-
that is
He was
true.
raised by
he
Grandpa
was. He's
Gohan.
an alien. He's an alien, guys. We got to give him
Oh,
that.
but I
He
mean,
literally is an alien.
he was raised in the wild by himself for most of that because when he killed his grandpa, and yeah, Bulma was the first human since then, Grandpa Gohan. Yeah, and then yeah. And basically,
Grandpa
Bulma, used Goku to get the return of Dragon Ball. But Bulma is actually really selfish in Dragon Ball.
So
most of the
Jimmy,
time.
well, actually, you know what's crazy is that like when you think about the like the progression, like everyone who was strong in Dragon Ball became weak in Dragon Ball Z. Like people like Krillin and Yamcha and stuff who were like gods to
Yamcha.
Goku.
I know,
Like,
It's like,
Yamcha
yep,
was
if you're not
always-
Super Saiyan, good. It's like
They were just like
if you're
like,
not Super Saiyan, good luck. If you,
They were
yeah,
flat,
bye.
like-
You're just human.
I mean,
I know,
early
Yeah.
Yamcha
Dragon Ball,
got screwed
early
even in
Dragon Ball
Dragon
Z,
Ball.
they could-
She would... Oh, I'm sorry. I'll let you
No,
talk.
because they were like Krillin's Destructo disc, like, oh, he pulled out the Destructo disc, get back.
That
and
was
then, like,
actually
he
introduced in
just-
Dragon Ball Z. He never used
In
his
Dragon
structure
Ball
disc
Z,
in
it's like,
Dragon
Yep.
Ball Z is like Goku, like at this point in Super, would just like flick it away, like bing, ping.
Yeah.
No. Oh, look, Dragon Ball Super
know?
actually made them more useful in the tournament power. Even Krillin was useful. Master Roshi was almost MVP, and Android 17 was the winner in Dragon Ball Super.
What
Is
part
that the
of
woman
Super?
or that the?
The male one.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's right, yeah.
That was one of the best battles ever because it was 3 versus 1 battle, and Android 17 was the one left standing at the end of it. But look, I said, like Dragon Ball, Yamcha always got screwed over. He was the one that would get beaten badly by Master Roshi in the first tournament, then by Tien. But
Oh,
the
yeah.
reason is,
And then he
in
loses
Dragon-
Bulma as well. It's like he
Tien-
can never get a break.
Tien was supposed
Yeah.
to be all powerful as well, and then like just got
he
clapped
was
by the
look,
end of it.
the thing is, in Dragon Ball Z, Goku will always have a big gap between them, but then they will play catch up and do the same training routine to make up for it. So, like when Goku got strong the first time from the cat Corrine that trained him, he gave him so much power. He took out the Red Ribbon Army by himself. Everyone was shocked about that. So then everyone else actually eventually trained with the cat to catch up with him. But then when they did that, Goku was trained by Kami, and by then Goku was even stronger than that. So they were always kind of like on the sidelines. But one thing they kind of changed was that nearly every Dragon Ball character was a villain at one point or mean. Then they become better afterwards. But then with
Wasn't
Radix, they didn't care, just killed Radix off and killed Nappa off. And Vegeta was only the one to spare.
Wasn't the super strong villain? It was like
Piccolo. Demon King Piccolo.
no, it was like Commander something. Like
Vegeta?
Oh, he was not powerful at all. He was just in a machine.
no, there was like a he was like an older guy or something. And he had like
Huh?
a twin brother or something. Let me see.
Master Roshi's
Dragon Ball.
rival. We're talking about Master Roshi's rival, the one that trained Tien.
I think it might be because like though he was like super strong. Let me see.
Yeah,
Original
but
series
you actually
villains,
see
yeah.
that much.
Mercenary Tao, I think.
Yeah, see, oh yes, he's actually in Dragon Ball Z in filler episodes. The one that during the Cell Saga filler episodes where like Gohan takes out some people. There's a mercenary with glass or something.
He was really strong because he could use his chi.
Yeah, he was powerful, but then Goku just owned him when he got trained by the cat. Because in the first fight, the assassin beat Goku, so Goku decided to go up the tower and train. And then, managed to beat him easily.
Can we just
But
talk
yeah,
about
Tien
how
could beat him
iconic?
easily now.
Can we just talk about how iconic the intro was? Like when he flies in on his like yellow cloud, like and the music,
Nimbus.
like it was such an iconic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
the
the
Nimbus, and then-
Tala opening or the opening we saw in Cheese TV? Because they're both different.
yeah.
Dragon
I'm
Ball.
guessing the dub version, the
I'm,
English
I'm
one. Yeah,
saying the
with
cheese TV
the
is always going to
guitar.
be the one we watched. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think
I
like
with the
Then they
guitar riff.
continued it.
The guitar riff.
But then they continued it like in like Dragon Ball Z as well, where like he flies in with Gohan
Yeah,
as a kid. Like I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah.
Mm.
And I want to see like who's everyone's like favorite character in
Oh, okay.
Gohan.
the Dragon Ball universe. Start
Just
with
Gohan.
Jimmy.
He's free, yep. Wow,
You said Gohan.
Yeah.
Oh, Gohan. Okay, why Gohan?
Because he reminds me of myself, someone that's a bit of a nerd, but when he gets angry, he can have unleash a hidden power.
We need to like cast him for a martial arts film. You know,
Oh, yes,
He
he takes
can-
his check
he
off
can
his
fight
glasses
me in-
and all bets are off.
he can fight me and Sunny.
Yeah, in the sequel.
Hey
Let's
Jimmy,
go.
Gohan
Cuts.
sucks. Ah!
I think he's purely based on power. If you have technique, you win. The only way I win is just I'm just really strong.
Oh, wait till Sunny tells Jimmy that Pokemon sucks, and that he's not gonna be. He'll never catch them all.
I
Like,
remember,
just replace me with Jimmy, and just
No,
all hell
Sonny
breaks
and you
loose.
have to threaten someone I love and like, try to kill them. Then that will make me angry to beat you up.
I don't know if we
I
can
have
get
a
away
difference
with
of
that.
opinion. Please, there.
I don't know if we can get away with threatening to kill someone you love.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'll be what
my-
real
maybe
angry
maybe
is.
we'll make
What's
fun of
going on?
fictional
God
characters.
doesn't get angry that simple here. And remember, yeah, like, did anyone watch Dragon Ball Superhero at all?
No.
The one back my
No.
screen. That's the movie, yeah.
But so you like Gohan because he's a nerd, but if pressed, like he gets angry. Are there any other reasons why you like him?
Storyline as well, because remember the Soul Saga was about how it's in the head, because how he couldn't actually with one hand Kamehameha. It's one of the most symbolic fights ever when he was like struggling, and it showed Goku as the thing. And, a good father would just give him the advice how everything is all in his head, and he does have the potential to win despite everything. And how it's also about Gohan's restraint, how he knows he couldn't win, but he might lose himself, and eventually he actually did lose himself. He became arrogant, and his dad died because of that guilt. That was really sad. And when he was an adult, though, it's a bit more like how he's trying to settling in, and the goofiness of that. But then, I really hate how he got absorbed by Gohan and just got killed by Kid Buu. But that was annoying. But in Dragon Ball Superhero, it's also about him trying not to be lax in in peace times, and how he actually loves Pan. Oh yeah, in Dragon Ball Super, that was see the episode when Pan was born and they actually just play with her of Hercule.
No, I've only
No.
seen like a couple of scenes of Super. Pretty much the tournament only, like clips.
Oh,
of the
you see the
tournament.
one where Piccolo's babysitting Pan, and Piccolo is overprotective of Pan because of that.
No.
Okay. That was
But
super-
that's good to know because I think like I remember I think it was like there's so many different guardians. Who was the guardian of like Earth or whatever? The old
Kami
man.
or Dende? You were Kami or
Who's the
Dende?
the old man? The old man who was inside the sword.
Elder Kai.
Elder Kai, so Elder Kai was saying that Gohan is like ultimate Gohan is like his potential is even stronger than Goku. Like when he
Yes.
really embraces himself or whatever, like he's
Yeah.
so much stronger. But to be honest, I think in the current timeline with Ultra Instinct, I don't think Gohan could stand against.
Oh no, you haven't been
Oh.
following up to the latest manga because in the superhero, Gohan's in a form called Ultra Beast, and right now they're expiring, and Ultra Beast Gohan is so far total Ultra Instinct Goku.
Could he flog Jiren?
Probably yes at this point, yes.
Damn.
Because Goku and his current form it has Master Ultra Instinct, but easily now, so therefore, it's a good chance he could beat Jiren now.
All right, Jimmy. So for the audience, your favorite character is dun dun dun.
I already said Gohan.
Gohan. All right, Jimmy. Andrew. What about you?
Yeah. Gohan.
Your favorite character is
Goku.
Gohan, is
Goku
it?
marry a Gohan.
Who's Mary?
Who?
Did you
You
say
say
Goku,
Mary.
I said
Mary,
Gohan.
and
I think you
I
said
said
Goku married
Mar-
Chi-Chi.
I said Goku marry a Gohan.
You say that
No,
Goku
no.
married his son.
he,
No.
he married Chi
No,
Chi.
no.
Oh God! Is your ears something wrong? It's Goku marry a it's Goku wife.
No,
Chi-Chi. You
Goku's
said
wife
that
is
your
Chi
favorite
Chi.
character is Chi-Chi.
Yeah.
Chi, yeah,
Oh, so you like Chi Chi?
yeah. I don't know which one, but I'll choose it.
Well, she's the lady and not the son.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, Chi Chi. Why do you like Chi Chi?
I know. You look pretty.
Okay, at least you say because her name is based on boobs.
We're
in
gonna
Japanese.
hide this from Andrew's wife, all right? We're gonna hide it.
Yeah. Well, she's a cartoon character. She shouldn't be threatened. She'll be
I
alright.
Dragon was the best version when she was a
And then we
fighter.
go over to Andrew's house, and he's got like a Chi Chi bedspread and a Chi Chi
Okay, I'm
Hey,
trying to get some
wallpaper.
water
Well,
now.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm a Mario fan. Okay,
This is
I'm
bad.
a Mario fan. I'm a
What
Mario-
about you, Therese?
I'm thinking about it. I mean, I like a lot of the characters, but I guess I do like Trunks.
Oh yeah, nice.
I like his jacket.
Hey,
That's
ma'am.
not the yeah, not the best reason, but you know what? He's got an interesting.
Oh, so
He's
you
got an
like
interesting style.
you like
The
the
design is
teenage
cool.
Trunks
So, yeah,
or the
and the
adult
sword is
Trunks?
pretty. And the sword is pretty badass. It's like
Yeah.
it's funny because I know this probably is like a recurring theme, but it's funny. It's like with all the Frieza saga, and then Frieza comes back, and then there's Trunks and he just slices him and like he's nothing.
Oh
And
yeah,
it, I don't know if you
because
guys
like
remember.
the androids are the bad ones or whatever.
They
Yeah,
actually brought back
He-
Future Trunks in Dragon Ball Super as well.
nice.
Isn't that the one when Gohan like loses
Yeah,
his,
back. That's
an
Black.
arm?
Yeah, I'm thinking that we can put this in another podcast, but it's like they have a lot of different timelines, like multiverses. It's like a
I
thing.
remember playing this like Dragon Ball. What was it called? Dragon Ball something. It was like on
Dragon
Game
Ball
Boy,
Z Fighters?
and it was such a hard game. Oh my god, it was so hard.
Yeah,
And you had to like basically fight the Legacy of Goku too. It was called the Legacy of Goku. Oh my god, it was like the hardest game. Oh, because you only had like limited chi, so then you had to like fire a fireball and they like dodge it, and
like to
Frieza was
recover.
like
Is that
god tier. Like
is it Dragon Ball Fighter Z? Because that's my
Yes.
that's my favorite.
that's a good game. Yeah,
Fighters, yeah.
yeah. I thought we could talk about games later, but why do you like Trunks? You like the Trunks with the jacket and the sword.
Yeah, he's got an interesting
Anything
style,
else?
and yeah,
What do you think
he's got a
about young
weapon.
Trunks though? Do you like him as well? Like the one
I'm
from
trying to think how many versions of Young Trunks are there because
I'm thinking the one that I most recently remember is the
is
one
it the
from
one where
like,
he's with Goten? The one with
yeah,
Goten.
the
And they
tournament
have
of like
and they did the fusion.
yeah, Gotenks and the
Yeah,
tournament
they
and
did the
stuff.
fusion. He's pretty cool.
Because he was like, it was him and Goten in the like they put like the basically the that big cape over them, and then they fight everyone in the tournament, and then they just get like
Yes.
whooped by Android 18.
Yeah.
Oh no, they didn't get whooped by Android 18. Android 18 used to shock to disc, exposing them, so they ran away.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's been a
that's
while.
right.
Been a while.
Because they were
Who's
too
gonna-
young to enter. I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh
Who's
lord.
gonna ask me mine?
All right. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite, Matt?
Vegeta, 100% Vegeta.
Oh,
The
okay.
OG.
Vegeta has the best
Well-
character development.
Yes,
Come on,
he does.
Kakarot! I'll take you down,
Yeah.
Kakarot.
Best voice
It's a
acting
bridge
too.
version. It doesn't abridge.
Yeah,
one,
Christopher.
too.
Is it?
Yeah, Sabat.
Christopher
Sabat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so good.
We
Oh,
thank you for your service, Christopher Sabat. You
Yeah.
still yes.
I mean,
Your throat paid the price. We salute you for your service.
smashing whiskey after whiskey before the
Yeah.
recording. But I like him because he's not like he's kind of like obviously he became like went from a villain to a hero, and at least like at the start of an anti-hero, but like sort of a hero at the end of it. But I feel like he
Yeah.
didn't ever lose his like sort of trademark thing. Like he became had a family and all that, but he's not like he didn't like they didn't completely butcher the character. I feel like he's
Yeah.
quite still proud and stuff, but I don't know what it
Still a
was.
badass.
It was just always so interesting to watch him. Like I mean, a lot of the time he's kind of stupid. Like he's like, I'm gonna let
Yeah,
them
he's just
land hits on me
yeah.
because I want to tank them or something like that. Like, or when
I
he,
just need to get better than Kakarot.
yeah,
That's
it's
his
like,
main.
oh,
That's his main drive.
the Boo series drove me insane. Like he's like, I'm not gonna team up with you, Kakarot, and fight, but like Boo,
Was
I'm
it?
gonna like fight you and let him get strong and then knock you out and then
Okay, no, it was not
it's,
that simple.
what are you
It's more like he
doing?
was going
Like,
through a bit like crisis. It was like, I
oh,
miss who I used to be. That's
I
why
want
I
to
let
be
myself get
Majin, but I'm
possessed.
powerful enough to resist or whatever it was.
No, he was the one that provoking them to take control of him, which is like, I miss who I used to be. I'm now having a life of mediocrity. He actually said that,
But
like,
But at the end of it, you see that he's actually changed because before the explosion, he like I think he tells is it Piccolo to fly up to take because I
Mm.
remember seeing him have like Trunks and Goten's like bodies under his arm.
yeah, because he's
A-
planning to blow himself up and then didn't want them across there. But I say it didn't work, obviously, the explosion.
It didn't, but he actually cared about them enough to like
Yeah.
um
He did.
not just leave
That's why he
not to
hated
leave them.
himself. Because he hated the fact that he didn't care about them. That's why he was so angry. Because he's like, when I become so soft? That was
Yeah,
the
but
question, yeah.
I think he's still like he's still he still changed, like
Yeah,
he.
he did.
Mm.
That's why he was angry that he changed. That's why having the
But
boot
he's
sack was
got.
the fact that he realized how much he's changed, that he was angry. That's going for Midnight Crisis. I miss the days where I enjoyed fighting and just had the blitz of that.
Well, one of my favorite moments was when he powers up when Beerus comes to Earth, and then he's like, "Not my boa," and then just like starts like pounding on Beerus, and then Roshi said that like for a moment
This is
like
Dragon Ball
Vegeta
Super,
became
by the way, Teresa Andrews, so you
yeah.
probably haven't seen that.
No, it's from
Mm.
the movie.
Yeah, it's
Isn't it
just
from the
part of
movie?
Dragon Ball Super's canon because Dragon Ball Super
Oh,
actually did that. We did that. So, but I do recommend you watch the movie instead of the TV series in that part. Just like watch the two movies, then skip to episode 28. Because
well,
yeah.
I do remember that like Roshi said that for a moment like Vegeta became like stronger than Goku for a
Super
moment
Saiyan
or
3
something
Goku,
like that.
yes.
Yeah. Because I feel like if you're gonna power up Goku with like Ultra Instinct, you need to power up like that's why Vegeta got
Very
Ultra
powerful
Ego.
with Ultra Ego. Vegeta has
Yeah.
Ultra Ego now.
Yeah. So
You know
they gotta
about
keep
Ultra
them
Ego?
similar. It's just getting a bit ridiculous now though. It's like Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan Rose or something ridiculous. It's
No, Rose is
like
Goku Black.
oh,
Only. Goku
it's
Black
just
only.
well, it's definitely Super Saiyan Blue, and then going into Super Saiyan again, and then there's gonna be like Super Saiyan Blue,
No.
Super Saiyan
Also, Ultra
Three
Super
or
Instinct is not
something.
the
Saiyan God
same
Super
thing.
Saiyan is like
It'll
the
just be
worst
like
again.
Wait,
There is
Ultra
none.
Instinct's not even the same thing because Ultra Instinct is actually a better balance because in theory, Krillin could have Ultra Instinct because it's actually learning to let go of your body so you actually can just move on your own. So that's
But
actually a technique.
I don't think Vegeta could actually go Super Saiyan 3.
No, I don't know. He just skipped it, but I don't really care because the problem is like Akira Toriyama didn't want to do much Super Saiyan 3 because it was actually hard to draw that form. He wants to keep it simple. Because doing that, drawing like that, all that hair alone would take forever. So that's why it's a lot simpler to just do Super Saiyan Blue or even Ultra Instinct simpler, but more stylish at the same time. But yeah, basically it's only Super Saiyan red and blue. That's the only colors that were done. Ultra Instinct is actually just a technique that you do when you can move on your own. And Ultra Beast is actually like a half Saiyan transformation with Gohan achieve. Because only a half Saiyan can actually do it, apparently. That's the theory of why you can do that. And Ultra Ego is a technique Vegeta learned from Beerus.
Didn't they
Where,
have to
yeah,
like? Didn't they have to stand around that pool or something and like chant?
nope. not to achieve Ultra Instinct, because in the anime version, it's because he almost got died and Goku was reacting on pure instinct that it triggered that technique. While in the manga, Master Roshi gave a speech about, how to move well, because he actually did his own version of Ultra Instinct, Master Roshi. Not quite as Ultra Instinct, but he lasted like a couple rounds against Jiren, causing Goku to be inspired to achieve Ultra Instinct.
But Jiren doesn't even have any like Super Saiyan blood or anything. He's
Yeah, he's
like,
just that
fucking
powerful.
strong.
He's just
Yeah.
naturally that powerful, yes. But in Dragon Ball Superhero, it turns out that he has a good power control with his chi. That
Would
helps him,
Beerus be able to flog Jiren?
Yes. But Beerus keeps getting buffed, okay? Like, because he's just...
I want to see Whis fight Vados.
Okay, Therese or Andrew, do you ever want to watch Dragon Ball Super so we can get more context in the future?
Yeah, we can do that.
No,
Make it a movie
I
night.
want to watch an episode. Much of my favorite would be the versus the Frieza. But
Also, all four of you want to watch the most funniest Dragon Ball Super episode, the baseball episode. That's the most hilarious one. It beats the driving episode by far for me. Do you guys ever remember the Dragon Ball Z episode where Goku and Piccolo had to get their driving license?
I remember that.
Yeah, so the
Doesn't
baseball
end well.
Yeah, the baseball is kind of like that, but has more people involved.
Yeah, I see.
And
Oh,
Yamcha
no,
gets a spotlight for once. That's the one episode where Yamcha wins somewhat in the.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's connection is gone. Hopefully he can come back.
Oh,
He
what?
can come back anytime.
Oh, no, sorry, your connection was dead for a minute.
Oh, okay.
okay,
I was
Yeah,
just
but it's
gonna
good
see
now.
if,
he's still
it's
alive.
it's down here. We can share like a screen, right? I was thinking of
Yeah.
maybe
You can split screen, yes.
maybe we
but,
could share that. I was gonna share the video of like where Vegeta does his speech
Oh, okay.
to
Is it what? It's over 9,000.
I'm talking about the Majin Buu one where he accepts that Goku's better than him. That one has different free translations as well.
Can everyone see this?
I have to kill it. I have to show it myself. Sorry, I have to approve of it. Yep. That's one.
Alright,
Yep.
ready?
Okay.
So this is from Dragon Ball Super, Vegeta's speech.
Do you even listen to yourself? Just now, you called it incomplete, which implies he hasn't fully mastered it yet. And if you're stupid enough to ignore the obvious implications of that, then I don't even know where you get off calling yourself a god.
You watch yourself, mortal.
Oh, come on. Are you suggesting that he can master Ultra Instinct in the time he has left? Please. You're a fool. That's impossible.
And you'd bet your life on that? 48 minutes. That's all we were given for this tournament of power. Yet in that brief time span, we Saiyan warriors have shattered our limits, time after time. You've seen it with your own eyes, Destroyer.
Getting chills.
Jiren, what are you waiting for? End this! Knock Goku out of this tournament now!
Come on, Kakarot! Find a way! I entrusted everything to you! My pride, my promise, everything! I won't tolerate failure! Trespass into the domain of the gods and use that might to conquer Jiren! Do it, Kakarot!
I don't know. Did everyone see that? I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Like,
can hear.
oh, the chills! Like, come on! I was like, it shows how
More
so much of-
context you need to watch though. You watch it more, the context is even more cooler.
Well, like, I
Remember,
think-
that arc was over 50 episodes, just a pure
I know, but
fighting.
you can't sit here and watch 50 episodes, Jimmy. Like,
I mean, we could have just taken
I
random
watched
time.
it weekly.
I think it just shows like how much Vegeta has like grown like in terms of character development and
Oh
stuff.
no, you
Like,
should have seen the one where
he's
he
got
took
to
out the God Destruction, the Turbo. That was more epic.
yeah, or Torpus or whatever. But like he's actually gotten to the point where he's not saying I'm going to handle this. Like he knows, at least at that point, that Goku is stronger than him, and he's like he said, he's entrusting things to Goku to fix it. Like he's not saying I'm going to handle this sort of thing. Like I don't know, just from the Vegeta that you see in the earlier seasons, he's changed quite a lot.
But yeah, oh look, you see the episode where his daughter was born? That was his biggest change. In fact, he surpassed Kakarot in terms of being a good father.
Is that Bala or something? Bulla?
Yes. He knows how to change the baby's diaper. There's a good chance Goku doesn't know how to change diapers.
I mean, he's been dead for a while. Like he was
Yeah,
dead.
so that's
Yes.
that's an excuse.
Yeah, he was dead.
Not for Gohan, but for God, did he change Gohan's diapers? That's a question.
I loved. I think it was like around the tournament of the world fighting tournament. So in Dragon Ball Z, before Buu was born, before the Buu saga, and I remember like when Goku's training on like is it heaven or whatever you want to call it, and they're like, oh, you're not even all that strong or whatever, and he's like, oh, you want me to take the weights off, and then he drops the weights and it hits the ground. And look like their face, like,
Go give us Tien. Go give us Tien. That one.
No. You know that episode where like he's training after he's
Go give
died?
us Icon.
Yeah, the Supreme Kai's watching him. And
oh, that one, yes.
He dropped the weights, and they're all like,
no, he went Super Saiyan because I mean, there's a moment where like, oh, I'm sure Goku because I'm that strong. Go Super Saiyan, go to 100 tons. He just lives like that.
It's absolutely nuts. Like I always love those. Like even in Naruto and stuff, you see their facial expressions, like ooh, and like they're like even Pokemon. I think like their like fucking mouth is like bigger than their face. Like it's so funny.
Okay, I'm just we're talking about Akira Toriyama. Why don't we talk about what we know about him and how he made Dragon Ball? How much trivia do you know about him?
Oh, almost nothing.
Really? Okay. He's known for having a bad memory. He actually forgot that Saiyans have tails. That's why they never mention about Goten or Trunks having a tail at all. You don't see Goten having a tail because Akira Toriyama.
They're only half Saiyan.
But Gohan had one.
Gohan had a
Trunks
tail.
didn't.
Oh,
At the very beginning, they got cut.
Yeah, by Piccolo and Vegeta. So yeah.
Yeah.
Akira Toriyama just forgot about. He also forgot about Lunch. The character Lunch. The girl, the woman that has the multi-split personality disorder. If she sneezes, she becomes really violent.
Oh god, I've never even heard of that.
That's from Dragon Ball. Yeah, she was last time seen chasing after Tien. We never see her.
I need to rewatch this. I actually started rewatching Dragon Ball on Crunchyroll, but just got caught up with a million other TV shows.
Yeah, but I
would say he's had a massive impact on like manga and animation like across the world.
But yeah, look, he was doing this weekly and he was improvising. Like, you know how Cell was created? It was actually an interesting story. Okay, originally Android 19, Android 20. You guys remember them?
Yeah.
They was supposed to be the big bad at first, but then when he was he was doing this weekly, he turned his eyes like, no, they look old and ugly. Change someone else and they over just improvise. Okay, I'll just say they weren't the real androids that Trunks saw. So he just winked it there. Then he drew Android 17 and 18, and they're just like, no, they look too young and pretty. It won't work. So they're like, ugh. Then he ended up creating Cell like from the future, and he needs Android 17 and 18 to come full power. He was actually winging it while coming up with the idea of Cell. So he was just dragging out Android 17 and 18 to fight, and then making him just walk around directions before he worked on the idea for Cell.
I always thought that like Dr. Gero was the big bad. He was so fucking terrifying.
He was meant to be, I guess, according to the story.
Oh.
Yeah,
wasn't he Android 920?
Yeah, because I remember he shows up with his big mustache and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna be like really bad, and then Trunks clowned him.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's why they changed it a lot. But remember, he did nothing but improvise from Dragon Ball. So even though he never planned for Goku to be a Saiyan, he just added afterwards. So Akira Toriyama is the master of improv. He just wrote it as he went along.
I think
That's
you
why
see
he
how
also made
much
future
like
Trunks. It's like, I need an excuse to make a Saiyan. I'll just make Bomb the Mother. It was just all wing it style.
I think you see like how the villains change too, because Dr. Giro like or Android 18 or whatever, they're like smashing, buildings and down and stuff, and then you see like that time that Beerus gets woken up from his nap too early or whatever, and he just starts punching planets to death, and then Whis has to like knock him out to stop him. It's like, okay, this guy's on another level.
Yeah, but Beerus became more of a joke character than a serious threat nowadays.
I think he's still one of the most powerful gods of destruction.
He is, but in terms of like what, he's not a threat to anyone. He just wants to eat good food, basically.
Is he stronger than who's the other one? The fat.
Whis
fat
is the
one?
strongest out of those, but the high angel levels are higher. So
Oh yeah,
the,
angels are, but
the
who's
most
the
powerful character is Sano.
Oh yeah,
Z-E-N-O. He's a little thing that could literally wipe out the universe with a click of his finger. But he's a child, so you have to just keep him entertained.
yeah. I think the strongest one is it'd be like probably Champa versus Beerus, right?
But yeah, look, Akira Toriyama's his biggest regret in Dragon Ball was introducing power levels.
Oh yeah, I don't think it really matters anymore though, does it?
Yeah, but that's his biggest regret because now people will always ask, why is Android 17 Cell's power level? And how does it work? Because after because of Fraser, power scaling became an issue for him and he just avoided doing power levels after that.
I think skill matters too. It's like
Yeah.
you can be
And luck.
technically stronger than someone, but like, you hit them, like you teleport behind them and hit them with a Kamehameha in the back or something. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter how
but the
strong
reason
they
with
are.
Fraser was so scary because it didn't matter. Because even when Vegeta did those back attacks, he wouldn't face Fraser because Fraser was so powerful, it wouldn't hurt him.
Well,
Remember, Fraser was supposed to be the final bad. Because you know what the Z in Dragon Ball Z stands for?
No.
Senkai. So Senkai actually meant final chapters. Dragon Ball, because in the original Japan, Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z was just one thing. It was serious. There was no Z added on. The Z was added for the anime, so that you said we're gonna end this soon, and it ended up lasting longer than the original Dragon Ball series. That's the funniest joke. Because there's more episodes of Dragon Ball Z than Dragon Ball.
Did you ever have a power reader?
What's
Like a toy one.
You know the power reader thing? Like, yeah, I feel like that's the most iconic scene from Dragon Ball. It's it's probably either
The Dragon
Goku
Balls?
powering a spirit bomb, a Kamehameha, or Vegeta going, "It's over 9,000." You know,
that's a big.
That's actually a translation dub. It's supposed to be over 8,000.
My friend
and it
only
actually
has
makes more sense when you consider the KO can. Because then times 3 is 24,000 just above Vegeta.
That's unfortunate because my friend has a tattoo that says it's over 9,000. So
I don't want to care too much about the translation. I mean, only Dragon Ball Z Kai rechanged the dub to over 8,000. Dragon Ball Z Kai is Dragon Ball Z without the filler.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many episodes are without the filler?
It's actually quite good.
Okay, let me try and remember. Let me just check how much Dragon Ball Z Kai had. The Buu saga was actually naturally long, but yeah, Dragon Ball Z Kai. Okay, let's see. So, let me check Wikipedia quickly. Let's see. Yeah, okay, the original one from Cell Saga, it cut to let's see. So let's check. Okay, originally Dragon Ball Z was 291 episodes from the Cell Saga. It got cut to 159 in Japan.
You said that again?
It went up.
No, it was 291 in Dragon Ball Z. It got cut to 159 in Japan.
Wow, so many episodes cut.
Yeah.
Oh, Phil.
Because they avoid dragging out as well.
I mean, they probably cut the stuff of like Mr. Satan being like Boo's friend and all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, that was in the manga. They just shortened it a bit, but all the stuff that appeared in the manga, it was actually showed. I watched all of Kai. They did show that.
Didn't he turn Mr. Satan into a cookie?
No,
Somebody
he
ate
got-
him. Yeah.
He got really
he
angry.
turned the Demon King, the brewer, into a cookie.
Oh, because he got really angry when those
Two
when
people
those
slapped the
killed
dog.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they killed the dog.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. It's such a But yeah. But look, like I said the original Sang Saga was like over 3 episodes. There was like 10 episodes of filler with Goku and Snake Way. They skipped that, so the Sang Saga's only 18 episodes. And the Freezer arc, there was a fake Planet Namek. That was a lot of episodes.
Yep.
And the Dragon Ball Z Kai's only 36 episodes. The whole series. And
That's pretty good because I feel like it's if you want to watch the whole thing, like who has the time, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, even grinding out the Dragon Ball Z Kai will take forever.
It's not too bad, but yeah. Also, they actually fixed some animation errors because Vegeta, when he was in Dragon Ball Z, was the wrong hair color. The Dragon Ball Z Kai fixed that to his original hair color.
Nice.
Oh, what color was it?
It was a weird brown, like some weird.
Yeah, it was brown. Well, did they change Jace's accent?
Who?
Jace.
I don't know. I should check.
Skinny
Jace
Force.
the
Skinny
inter-
Force.
Yes, but I think it was the same actor. So yeah. But the
Jace-
changes,
Because-
Jace isn't in the Ginyu Force.
yes, he's the red guy.
He's
No,
he's either British or he's Aussie.
Oh, sorry,
The
I
red
was
guy
thinking,
in the Ginyu Force. That's what
I was
mean, yeah.
thinking about the Intergalactic Force guy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we can talk about this, but I'm just talking
who's
more
the
about
intergalactic
Toriyama,
force?
like some his viewpoints. Yeah, he was he made the art design of Goku being muscular because he was just lazy. He wanted to draw realistic muscles, so he just draw exaggerated muscles to save time.
Oh, I was thinking about Jaco.
Yeah, Jaco, that's a small alien thing, and you
I
see
think
him in Dragon
Jaco is
Ball
pretty
Super.
powerful. I think Jaco is pretty powerful.
He's not powerful at all.
He'd
He's
give
just-
it to.
he's
He'd
actually,
give it to G.
He's actually, Jaco's actually a crossover. He's actually from a different series, Space Patrol, from one of Akira's older series.
Jaco would give Jiren a run for his money. I reckon.
No.
I reckon Jaco would probably beat like Yamcha, but
No,
Okay.
Yamcha will win.
You think so?
Yes, Yamcha will win. Just like
I mean, he bought.
Goku relies on a gun to fight. So that's
According to
the
the
side
Dragon
he's
Ball fandom, like he fought a group of Frieza soldiers and beat them.
yeah, so did Tien. And yeah, and other people, other fights fought against that. That doesn't mean that Yamcha will still probably win because he's actually decently powerful and can fight, and he has that seed attack that does a decent amount of damage. And in Dragon Ball Z Fighters, he's actually one of the OP characters in Dragon Ball Z Fighters.
Oh, on the games though, did anyone ever play like Dragon Ball Z Budokai and all that kind of stuff?
I did, not seriously.
God,
but
they
I
were
did.
good games. Oh, me and my brother, I think we must have played like 500 hours of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 on PlayStation 2. We played the crap out of that game. And there was one of our favorite things is when basically we played as Goten. And when you played as Goten, you could actually use his special Kamehameha, which is called Bros Kamehameha. So like he jumps down, uses his Kamehameha, and then like it's not enough power. And then Gohan jumps down. He goes, "Oh, I'm here, brother." And then he goes, "Ah!" And then like throws it as well. I'm like, "Yeah, Gohan and Goten!" Like, and then me and my brother would be like, give each other a hug, and I'm like, "I'm a Gohan." He's like, "I'm Goten." Like, it was so much fun, like as a kid. I think there was like. I can't remember if you could, but there was I think there was a family one where you could get like Goten, Gohan, and Goku doing it, and it was like super OP. But I liked it because like it was kind of like a 3D environment, not like a 2D one. So you could like grab someone and throw them into a building, and the building, like, is damaged, and like like it wasn't kind of like yeah, I don't know. It was so much fun though, like especially as a kid. These days, you like kind of critique everything. You're like, I want a storyline, and I want multiplayer, and I want like good graphics, and I want something different, but I want nostalgia as well. It's just like I think it's hard for companies to do that. Whereas like in those old days, it's like you got what you're given, and you played that. Whereas like I think these days you got to kind of justify spending. Well, I mean, even these days, like if you think about games, like you're paying $100 for a game, and then that doesn't even include DLC. Whereas like
Mm.
you'd pay $50 for a game and you had it. You didn't have to do any updates or whatever. But yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
That was a great game.
you clearly bought was on Platinum because PlayStation 2 games were $100 new back in the day.
PlayStation what?
PlayStation 2 games like Budokai would have been $100 when it first came out. If you got it for $50, you got was on Platinum because when games sell a certain amount, they start selling it cheaper on Platinum.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like I don't remember the exact price, but because we got
Games were actually in Australia. Games were actually more expensive back in the day than they were now.
Yeah, but I know like these days it's all digital and stuff, and you got to do an update and everything, and then like you have to have
Because
most
if you
games
play
you need a
Mario
season
Wonder, you don't
pass.
have to do any updates.
No, I'm talking about PC games.
Indie games, you generally don't have to update too much. But AAA games, they do because A, it's really expensive to make those games. It's hard to make it good unless you're Nintendo. Nintendo seems to have crazy, highly gifted people to actually make those games mostly work on day one. I don't know how they do it.
Yes, we know. Jimmy is a Nintendo spy.
No.
Receives funding from
Ah, the
Nintendo.
I read
They
programming skills. Like,
constantly talk about them.
the only other person that says, okay, here's the one other thing. Capcom is actually really good at programming as well. Capcom.
They're the ones
yeah,
who make the fighting games like Heroes and stuff.
Like I said, Dragon Ball Z Five was made by the Guilty Gear people.
It's
Yeah.
called the company
recent
called
Dragon Ball
Arc
game-
System Work.
Well, the only recent Dragon Ball games I've played are Dragon Ball. Let's see, because I got it on Steam. Dragon Ball Fighter Z and Dragon Ball Xenoverse was fun. And then also Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It was kind of like a replay of the Budokai Tenkaichi campaign, though. Like you got to fight Raditz and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, never heard it.
Well, I guess with that we can move on to the games and the other
Chrono
things.
Trigger, I guess, is one.
Yes.
And he did that in Dragon Quest and Blue Dragon. So it's funny how he's involved with all the things with the word dragon on it.
Yeah. So, well, yeah, I guess maybe that's a signature, but like he's got a very distinctive art style.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's his game without mentioning his name. That's actually how distinct it is.
Just usually it's the eyes, among other things, and just the muscles and everything. But yeah, Chrono Trigger was my jam. I don't know if Matt and Andrew, are you guys familiar with it?
What's it called?
Chrono Trigger.
Yeah,
Chrono
it's one
Trigger.
of the
Heard the game, but never play it.
How do you spell that?
Chrono as in CHRONO, and Trigger as you would expect.
Yeah.
1995. God, that's before my time.
Yeah, I actually first played it on an emulator. That's how I first came across it.
Yeah, I've never played that.
It's definitely like it's my favorite RPG. It's got I love like there's so many good things about it. I think. The storytelling is
also well.
Yeah, the storytelling is really well done. It's got 18 different like up to 18 different endings, which was for its time. Pretty amazing. But and really cool. Like just listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Look it up on YouTube.
You want to like see if you can find some gameplay?
Okay, I can do that. Maybe I can just find a trailer.
Yeah, it's also trailers.
Okay. Let's see. Let me just. Okay. Let's see if I can share it. Ignore the ad. Alas, we must endure.
Oh, sorry. Showing screen.
Okay, cool.
Is this the cutscene or the gameplay showing?
Oh, it's a trailer.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll find a game. I'll find a
Oh,
gameplay.
it's ominous. The swinging thing's ominous.
Time is a very prominent theme in this game,
Yes, it's
which is why it's called Chrono.
That.
Hey, Teresa, is this
That's-
a remake? That's a
This
remake.
is the
Uh,
DS port trailer. The DS port trailer. I recognize this trailer when it was announced for DS. This is the upgraded version with cutscenes and yeah. That's the cutscene of the game that they would add on. That's the gameplay version.
It's lagging.
You can tell the art is clearly Dragon Ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very
Nice.
innovative in its time. Let's see what else is there.
Yeah, I'll be playing the upgraded version, so yeah, that's the
Yeah.
see.
So yeah, it's about time travel, which is why it's called Chrono, which chronological or stuff is a term for time. So yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah,
But yeah, that was
kinda
one of
fun,
my favorite.
actually.
Yeah, they did do a sequel called Chrono Cross, or like a sort of
I plan to play that as well.
yeah. But Chrono Trigger is always going to be a place in my
I'll
childhood
come
memories.
across that mixed reception, mostly because
Have you played the? Oh, sorry.
Mixed
Oh,
reviews
sorry,
because it was
gonna
a different.
say. I was
Oh,
just gonna
because
say, have you
I
played
did-
the remake and you found like, is it different to like how you played
I
it?
think for the most part the gameplay is probably the same, just because they add a lot of. I haven't really played it, but I've seen on YouTube, and the additional scenes are a nice touch because you can actually see the animations of the characters. It's like it just gives it like an extra nice cherry on top from what's there already. But it's just the gameplay is something else, and the world building and everything is pretty cool. So it's definitely high recommend. And yeah, it's funny because it's like, I don't know if you guys remember the Japanese Olympics, the Olympic Games, and how in the opening ceremony they had like game like music from the games when the different countries were coming in for the parade. Well, one of the music was from Chrono Trigger, and it was actually for the training team actually, which is
When was that?
um the because of COVID, Japanese
Oh,
Olympic Games.
2020. Oh, was that
Yeah.
the? Oh, wow. Oh, I only watched the skateboarding.
Oh,
That
well,
was kinda cool.
opening ceremony. When you notice when the all the different countries come in, they play different games. So probably they one of them was Chrono Trigger. They didn't do Super Mario probably because they didn't have the licensing for
Yeah,
it.
you think that like the Japan, like beep 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 beep
You
beep.
you think so? I was waiting for it, but I think
Mario
probably
song.
yeah, because they didn't have the license. But they I think they did do Final Fantasy.
How does
Actually.
I don't know the music for that. I think I must be the only person on earth that has never played a single Final Fantasy game.
We shall have another
Like
podcast
I don't know if
about
I'm a
Final
gamer.
Fantasy.
I don't know if I'm a gamer.
Look, I
Like,
might do streaming on Final
yeah,
Fantasy
like-
7 soon. Yeah, why don't we join on one of my streams you can as
Yeah,
well.
just hop on.
yeah, I'll do
So,
that.
yeah.
Like I just
But
don't
hang your
like.
head in shame, Matt.
I
hang
just
your
don't
head in
like. I've seen
But if
Advent
you want to play the
Children.
classic ones, it's actually the best time to do it because they made you finish the game easily now.
What
It's
is
actually-
it? What is
Yeah.
it though? Like, is it an RPG or like?
Yes, RPG
Yes.
with a story where like it's usually like from number 4 is when the story got serious. They have like deep, meaningful stories for its time and plot twists.
And then they killed
you play as Cloud?
they reset by killing everything.
Can you play as
Really do.
Cloud?
Every
Uh,
game's a reset because not all the games are
That's true.
really connected. So every game is a Final Fantasy with different characters each time.
But Jimmy, can you play as Cloud?
Yes, I know how to play Cloud in Smash Brothers. They talk about
No,
that, or
can you play as Cloud in Final Fantasy?
yes, Final Fantasy
Yes.
7. Yes, you
Oh,
play as
yeah.
Cloud in 7.
You're the main
I've-
character. I guess.
I've seen the movie Advent Children, and I like
Yeah.
Cloud because he has a really big sword.
Yep, so you play as him in 7, yeah. And then you can play as him in the remake. They remade 7,
Yep,
which is in HD graphics.
and the trauma. But yeah, so back to Chrono Trigger. But yeah, Olympic Games that have all the different theme songs. So that one of the soundtracks of Chrono Trigger was one of them, which made me happy. It just hit the nostalgia. We can have another topic on how unfortunate it was that Japan had to do the Olympics during COVID, because you could see like through the opening ceremony how limited they were. But I digress. So yeah, Chrono Trigger was heavily influenced by Akira Toriyama's artwork. You can see it in the cutscenes and animations and all that stuff. So I highly recommend. Fun gameplay, and yeah, lots of interesting characters. I guess we can move on to Dragon Quest, which I'm not as familiar with. I don't know, Jimmy, can you talk about that?
I only played number 8 and 9. They're going to finish it, but yes, it's even more of Akira Toriyama's work than Chrono Trigger. He has a lot of those perverted jokes that they have. He like one of the characters dressed up as a bunny, like Bulma does, and then some of the male characters villains will just stare at her chest. Those little things are there. The number 8. And number 9 was a really generic thing. I played a little bit of 11 because I found there was a better version coming out. But apparently it's really, really good, like a standard RPG though. But the story is pretty light-hearted though. Because Dragon Ball Z is actually his darkest work. He likes to do comedy most of the time. But yeah.
Yeah.
What is he what is he sort of like do you feel that like Akira has had like who would you say is like what would you say he's influenced the most, like in regards to like manga and anime that has come after Dragon Ball?
Shonen in general, remember I said like One Piece is like anything in Shonen about the carefree character archetype came from him.
I don't know what shonen is.
You don't know? Okay.
Magazine stuff.
Are you joking? Is that a troll?
I'm not even joking. I see it
You know-
Shonen Jump all the time, but I don't know what it means.
It's a whole genre of manga directed
Is it like because
for boys.
is it kind of like because it's like back to front?
No, that's more of a Japanese thing in general because they read.
Oh,
They read.
I always found that hard to follow.
I just
for
no, that's a
quite long
Japanese
time.
thing.
Yeah.
No. It's like shonen is generally manga for boys. Shoujo is stuff for girls. That's the
Oh,
equivalent. And then you have like josei, and I don't know what the
doesn't sound that hard.
what's the equivalent for men manga genres? Let me just look it up quickly.
Whatever Kakashi was reading, Kakashi.
So there's shonen, shoujo, josei, seinen is a more mature ones, and then you get like the yuri stuff, which I'm not sure if that's which is gay, like LGBT to be, and many others.
Well,
Sports manga.
I'm reading here that apparently Toriyama was a massive influence on One Piece author. Oh,
And that's shonen as well.
Takashi's gonna kill me here. One Piece author Ichiro Oda, Naruto creator Masashi Kishimoto, Fairy Tale
Yeah,
and Raid author
shonen.
Hiro
You
Mishima,
get some water now.
Boruto and
Shogun
Yeah.
Jump.
Narration
Part of
illustrator
Shogun
Mikio
Jump.
Inoue. So plenty of really successful manga and anime in their own right have sort of been like
Yeah.
inspired by him. So
Well, it's been interesting, yeah, see how many people have given their respect. So even Jackie Chan on
Oh,
social
really?
media has an influence.
He was only 68. That's nuts.
Yeah, I know.
Was he still working on Dragon Ball Super? Like,
I have a feel. I
or was
have
he
a
kind of
feeling.
like? Let's see.
Yeah. I don't think he had retired, so he was still working, which is pretty hectic.
Yeah,
So I don't know what.
to tell you the truth is, Japanese work so hard. That's why they've been working so hard.
Okay. According to sources, close, he had planned to undergo surgery for a brain tumor. Man, that's
Oh,
so
geez.
serious.
Yep.
That's not great. Yeah,
Well,
even the president of the
me
United
that-
States, Joe Biden, said something.
Apparently, he provided the basic story outline and some character designs for Dragon Ball Super.
Yes,
and
he
provided
actually
story ideas
overlooked
for the
it.
manga, while
Because
Toyota
after Dragon
wrote.
Ball GT, where all he did was design one character. Not to mention, like I said, he was actually involved in the anime because the anime just adapted his manga work. So in the manga, he actually has a successor that he handpicked to draw it, but he would decide on the story. But his successor wrote the latest 3 arcs by himself. So that's why, with him overlooking him. Because he said he wanted, look, drawing a chapter every week is a miracle top that he did for many years. Nowadays, a lot of people don't do that. Only the One Piece writer still does that. Like everyone else now does once every 2 weeks, and with slightly less content. But even then, that's still hard for them. So I don't know how he did it every week, a single chapter of Dragon Ball by improvising everything. But that's why he did want to retire. But you know why he made Dragon Ball Super, right? And Battle of the Gods.
Because of the Dragon Ball movie.
Yeah, Evolution. It was so terrible. He was shocked that he wanted to make up for that.
And they have since given their regards and apologies. Apparently, most recently.
The actors did, and some of the writers did. But yeah,
the guy who direct Final Destination and the one.
Yeah.
Which means why the fuck is this movie so bad?
Because Fox rushed it. Look, originally Jackie Chan was going to be in Dragon Ball.
As Master Roshi, probably.
I forgot, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
But he was going to be at one point. If he was younger, like one point was younger, they were thinking he might be Goku when Jackie Chan was younger.
Yeah.
But then they changed it. But then of course the budget for Dragon Ball got cut significantly. That Jackie Chan's like, no. Outright no, because the original script was actually more faithful and stuff. But then they wanted to change a lot of things and cut the budget. Like, and Jackie Chan was an instant learn at the minute that happened. Because Fox, they only made the movie, so they didn't keep the license rights to it. That's the reason why they even made Dragon Ball Evolution at that point.
Oh, please put us Netflix to do Dragon Ball. Netflix can do better than Dragon Ball Fox.
Oh, look, we'll just have to wait for how it goes. Remember, making an adaptation takes a lot longer. And look, this is one thing. Even doing an anime per week takes a strain on that. Because Dragon Ball Super, the first 20 episodes, the animators were so tired, they made a lot of mistakes because they were rushing it. Now, Tio did the right thing. Now they have 2 teams working on it to rotate. So it's like once every 2 weeks of work for the same team members. When they were doing the later episodes. So that different directors and stuff would do per episode. So they have time to... So you still release it weekly, but, it's a lot of things here. That's why I like some of the best episodes were legendary animators that did it. While some of the simple episodes were more younger ones. Because it doesn't give room to that. So I said, live action though, that takes a lot of effort to do. Also, you want to get it right, you have to take your time. But don't drag it out, obviously. Like, Duke looking forever, but the game still sucks, even though it took forever to make.
They might try and like. I was thinking it might be cool if they put like Akira in as like a character.
Yeah, he
just
did
like
that
a cameo
in
or
Dragon Ball a
something.
couple of times as well, actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's wearing a mask or something, and in the manga as well, he makes some meta reference where he used the same recycled page for Fusion. That's the same picture. Like, okay, don't pay me for the same page. Okay,
Oh,
doesn't
what
matter.
Akira, the ultimate ruler of the Dragon World.
Yeah, he makes random jokes. I'm not sure how it is, but yeah, he put himself in it, like an image of him somewhere, a couple times. But yeah, he had a good sense of humor. But yeah, I'm surprised it was only 68. I thought it was 80.
Yeah, I thought he was
Plus
older
one.
too. How old is Masahashi Kishimoto? Because obviously we all know Naruto is the best anime of all time.
Okay. The
Oh,
manga's
he's only
better. 'Cause
49.
look, if you get rid of all the filler, I'll agree with you. But the Shippuden had way too much filler.
What's he working on now? Oh, jeez.
I still think
That's
one of
the
the
thing.
best fights ever is Kakashi versus Obito in the Shadow Realm thing.
Mm.
No, mine was Naruto versus Pain.
Oh, come on. He got clapped by Pain.
The reason why
Until
it's
he
called the
until he
moral
unlocked
arc
stage
of it-
mode.
Yes, and it
Don't you
said,
remember
like,
that thing with like all the spears in his back when he was like the rods in his back laying there and Hinata's trying to defend him and like she's absolutely useless.
Yeah, Naruto versus Gaara is my second one.
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah. What did you think of Sasuke versus Naruto at the end?
Sasuke versus Naruto. I feel like the problem is stretching like how have they not run out of energy yet? That was
Yeah,
the
I don't
very
know.
thing,
It's a
like,
great show. But I mean, all I would say is like, I don't know. Akira was like pretty revolutionary in his like creations, and he's gonna be like sorely missed. You know.
Yeah.
Like Dragon Ball will live on for a long time, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess it's a good segue to give out final thoughts. It's good discussion.
Today's
Yeah, I
for
don't
fun.
know. Like I would say like for me like it's not. It's like it's pretty like it's kind of like at a similar level as Pokemon is to me. Like it
Mm.
formed a pretty significant part of my childhood. So like even though I haven't watched it in a long time. I was trying to get back into Dragon Ball, but maybe this is like the final inspiration to get around to rewatching it. But I think like for a lot of millennials, I think it was quite synonymous with our generation. Like we all grew up watching it as kids, and like Goku's like never give up ethic. I think a lot of people can like empathize with that, or at least like relate to that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It just paved the way for a lot of the other anime
Yeah,
that
it
we
did.
enjoy watching.
Yeah.
You know?
He has left quite a legacy.
Mm.
And I always look back on, when I look at my childhood, there's definitely a place for Dragon Ball there and everything else, and Chrono Trigger too. So it's a place. It's something that I look back on fondly, even though there's a lot of filler.
Question is, did Therese ever practice her power up screams in
Lol.
the bathroom?
Oh, jeez. Probably.
You killed Krillin! You won't get away with it! Ah!
You know, Jimmy, if you go on the toilet, you're gonna say, I got Super Saiyan! And you got
What do I do in the toilet?
Andrew, give us
Close
your best
acoustics.
power up sound. Or
Yeah, you
might
have to
wake
do it
up-
now, Andrew.
Yeah.
Have you
It's
seen
your
the black
turn.
dude? Have you seen the black dude doing the Super Saiyan on YouTube?
Ooh.
Yes. No.
No, Andrew, give us your best power up sound, man.
Yeah, just give it.
No,
Give
thank
us
you.
your best Saiyan charge up.
Yeah.
All right.
Super Saiyan.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Super Saiyan Andrew.
Yeah.
That's Super Saiyan Andrew. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. Well done.
Only GB can. with
Any
super
final
butt.
thoughts from you or Andrew, Jimmy?
Okay, so for me, it's very sad to without him, Akira. And believe me, when I look at the back of the Dragon Ball, I have great memory.
Mm.
All this destruction, all the characters are great, and I miss Akira to do the, um, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Definitely left a big hole in everyone's like.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not a hole in everyone's heart. Definitely family, but I think like
Yeah.
a big hole in the industry.
Yep.
I don't know. When I'm not gonna miss him, I'm just gonna remember all the times we have and try to keep him alive in our hearts with our own work in the future. Because his style influenced everyone else, and maybe we can try use it for our own style in the future as well.
Yeah.
Remember the characters he created and try to be our own versions, but keep some of his heart with us.
Sounds
Good
yeah.
answer.
That's a
Yeah.
good way to leave it at that. So yeah.
Rest in peace, Akira.
R.I.P.
I miss
R.I.P.
you.